isolation and stagnation really have the most interesting effects on the brain. For example, I have not made eye contact with a human person in about 2 weeks, save the passerby I've encountered on the otherwise barren streets. This steep decline in socialization has become quite a catalyst in semi-rash decision-making. Like many others, in a bid to save themselves or those around them, this isolation is good for me. But in it comes quite the moral dilemma. Should I shave my head? Seriously, should I? Why not? There's a few reasons why I think this way. Firstly, this endeavor that I may or may not take is not something unheard of. Take punk rock. According to Wikipedia, hair is seen as an important way to show their freedom of expression. And if you couldn't tell by my everything, you could safely assume that I'm pretty anti-establishment. And admittedly, I enjoy chaos more than anything, but that's besides the point. I am a cynic by nature, and I hate idealists, like those of the punk rock culture hated California hippies for the same. So it's a message I can get behind. Secondly, I will become more aerodynamic. Many swimmers will take to shaving every hair off their body, and this routine or ritual has been shown to have positive effects on an athlete. Can't even speak. I'm so excited. And from a psychological approach as told by Swimming World magazine, there's an advantage due to the mindset that you perceive yourself to be faster. And in a more broad context, studies showing the effects of drag on bikers show that our hair affects us. And this will shave seconds off my swim time if I ever have the chance to see open water again. Third, there has been an increasing trend of young people shaving their head in quarantine, and I want in. When The Cut interviewed people shaving their head in quarantine, the answers, while varied, were valid and all had the similar common denominator. One interviewee, Andrea, talks on feeling free when cutting their hair and viewed it as very grounding in an otherwise scary situation. Miguel, another person interviewed, references the iconic The Gang Gets Quarantined episode from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I personally vibe with that, for lack of a better term. However, there are some drawbacks to doing this, which I have heavily considered. I have a doughy face. Let me show you. It's a little more like... It's real, and I've had to come to terms with it, and it's really hard to hide soft features when they're all out in the open. Another thing I've been heavily weighing is that I may regret it immediately. And according to the NCBI, of the general population of who they studied, self-reported having impulsive tendencies, and that clocked in at about 16.9%. Though, that's self-reported, and may not represent the whole, or people who are not real with themselves, and that's neither here nor there. But, in that same vein, I don't want to be boiled down to just another statistic. Something I realized kind of bothered me while researching this topic was the prevalence of bipolar 1 and 2 being mentioned in tandem. I am manic depressive, and I would hate for the people around me to think I've lost it or otherwise made rash judgments on me or something along those lines. Which, to any and everyone watching right now, I am okay. I am even-keeled and have been for quite some time. So just close your eyes and avoid the blatant red flags that are happening right now. I'm okay. So, with all these in mind, how do I decide? There's pros and cons on both ends. Well, someone's testimonial in the aforementioned The Cut article really stuck out to me. It was this dude Will, a young man who shaved his head while in isolation. And his reason? Aptly put, why not? So, why not?
In a time where not a lot of things seem real, I find the idea of this even being a debate quite trivial. I mean, it's just hair, and that's a stance I've had on the matter for almost all my life. My mom caught me in the bathroom with extra large orange crafting scissors, giving myself a reverse mohawk at the age of 4 years old, so relatively, this isn't quite out of my wheelhouse. Also, my 20th birthday is coming up. My rebellious teenage years have come to an end. I have to start to grow up, whatever that means. I think it would be fitting to go big for my last hurrah, and let it stand as a huge change to signal the end of an era. And, if I'm going to spend my birthday alone, I think I may as well be able to rub my own head for good luck.
And this is the outcome. And some people might not like it. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's a good story. Or a good speech.